In the depths of the African marsh, survival is dictated by unseen sentinels who never move until it is too late. One wrong step transforms a simple routine into an immediate, venomous nightmare. When physical strength is outmatched, pure reflex becomes the only shield between life and death. A single desperate escape can trigger an unstoppable ecological chain reaction across the entire wetland. When two deadly forces collide, who truly holds the final authority? In the marsh, one split second decides the entire hierarchy. The full story begins now.
In the flooded papyrus marshes of sub-Saharan Africa, survival depends on constant movement. The marsh mongoose possesses specialized tactile paw pads, allowing it to hunt unseen prey hidden beneath dense silt.
Foraging along exposed mudflats requires immense energy, but these nutrient-rich banks harbor high-value prey. Success. A freshwater crab is unearthed, a high-protein prize, but one that will not yield without a fight. Armed with heavily armored pincers, the crustacean poses a painful hazard to the hunter's sensitive face. Armed with heavily armored pincers, the crustacean poses a painful hazard to the hunter's sensitive face. To bypass the crushing pincers, the mongoose uses leverage, attempting to flip the armored crustacean onto its back. But in slippery silt, maintaining control is difficult. A momentary pause gives the prey its chance. Breaking free, the crab makes a frantic dash toward the safety of deeper water, triggering the mongoose's chase instinct. Tunnel vision takes hold. Fixated entirely on its fleeing meal, the mongoose fails to scan the environment ahead. Concealed within the shadows lies a far greater hazard, a Mozambique spitting cobra, resting on the damp earth. The escaping crab bypasses the serpent unseen, but the pursuing mongoose stumbles directly into its strike radius. Startled, the cobra erupts into an aggressive threat display, raising its body and expanding its hood. With lightning reflexes, the mongoose reacts, executing an explosive, evasive leap to avoid the deadly bite. Operating at the edge of survival, the mammal calculates every movement. A single mistake means envenomation. Recognizing that the snake's reach makes her attack lethal, the mongoose makes a critical tactical assessment. Tactical retreat begins. Abandoning the fight, the mongoose turns to flee. But the defensive encounter now shifts into an open chase. Driven by territorial instinct, the spitting cobra maintains a rapid pursuit across the exposed mudflats. Without cover on the mudflats, the mongoose must use agility to maintain its lead over the relentless pursuer.
The pursuit is exhausting, and the open ground offers no immediate burrows or thick cover for escape.
Stamina becomes the deciding factor as both predator and prey push their physical limits across the unforgiving silt. Elsewhere in the shallow marsh, a Goliath heron, the world's largest wading bird, stands in absolute stillness. With explosive precision, the apex wader strikes, pinning a large swampfish beneath the surface. Securing its prey whole, the giant wader completes a successful hunt, demonstrating its dominant role in the marsh. Having secured its meal, the heron moves onto the exposed bank, assuming a watchful posture over its domain. Desperate for relief, the fleeing mongoose routes its flight directly past the giant wader, using it as a massive physical barrier. Following in blind pursuit, the spitting cobra suddenly finds its path blocked by an unexpected giant. Trapped by its own momentum, the enraged serpent shifts focus, confronting the giant avian predator. Highly venomous and territorial, the spitting cobra refuses to back down, escalating its threat display. As the snake twitches forward, the heron reacts instantly, executing a devastating downward strike. The heavy, dagger-like bill clamps down with immense pressure, driving the serpent back toward the earth.
Neutralized in a matter of seconds, the dangerous pursuer is rendered completely harmless.
Witnessing the swift destruction of the threat that pursued it, the mongoose recognizes its window to escape safely. Slipping silently into the dense papyrus cover, the mammal disappears, its ordeal finally at an end. The Goliath heron inspects the defeated serpent, inspecting whether the kill offers a viable meal. Tough, scaly, and difficult to swallow, the reptile is left behind. The giant wader returns to its primary objective. Positioned once again in the shallows, the bird resumes its silent vigil over the papyrus waterways. In the wetlands, survival is a continuous dance of risk and opportunity, where understanding the environment makes the difference between life and death. Deep within the sanctuary of the reed bed, the mongoose's physiological stress response begins to subside. Cleaning away accumulated silt is essential, not only to restore coat insulation, but to erase scent traces in a predator-dense environment. Out on the mudflats, the evidence of the violent collision remains, a stark reminder of the Marsh's unforgiving hierarchy. Nothing in this ecosystem goes to waste for long. Scavengers already circle above, drawn by the fallen predator. For the Goliath heron, the brief disruption is already forgotten. Its focus returns entirely to the rhythm of the hunt. Patiently waiting, the heron calculates its precise strike. Patiently waiting, the heron calculates its precise strike. This time, a smaller, safer target yields an effortless meal without the risk of physical retaliation. Each occupant of the wetland occupies a distinct niche, bound together in a delicate balance of competition and survival. Navigating this habitat requires more than instinct. It demands constant awareness and tactical flexibility. Even the crab that initiated the chain of events survives another day, demonstrating the resilience of wetland life. Having evaded a lethal pursuit, the mongoose continues its journey through the vast aquatic wilderness. Above it all, apex guardians maintain their timeless vigilance, stabilizing the complex food web of the marsh. Every action in this ecosystem creates ripples, altering the fate of hunters and prey alike. For the marsh mongoose, survival is not guaranteed by strength alone, but by knowing to yield to greater forces. As darkness falls over the wetlands, the harsh struggles of the daytime yield to the quiet rhythms of the night. A new shift of predators and prey emerges, the harsh adapted to operate in the shadows of the papyrus. The marsh remains an arena where life is balanced on a knife's edge, ruled by awareness, speed, and ecological hierarchy. For the marsh mongoose, today's survival brings tomorrow's opportunity, a testament to the enduring power of life in the African wilderness. In the heart of the marsh, the eternal cycle continues, undisturbed and unstoppable.